Right now, there are scientists all over the world working nonstop to come up with a cure for COVID.
And one of them happens to be a Coloradan who has found a fun way to tell the world about COVID vaccines.
She's a doc who's on TikTok.
All right, let's see how I do.
And quite popular, too, with more than 200,000 followers. Dr. Anna Blakeney has figured out how to make science fun, even throwing in a few dance moves. And taking COVID talk to a new level, going viral in the best possible way. And yes, she is for real.
I am an assistant professor in the Michael Smith Laboratories and School of Biomedical Engineering at the University of British Columbia.
Anna Blakeney grew up in Centennial, attended Arapahoe High School and CU Boulder, whose passion hasn't always been science.
I always did well in school, but I also was very involved in sports. And so, did lots of different things, wasn't necessarily just super nerdy.
So you're a self-described nerd.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I enjoy science and thinking about it and theories and which I think is pretty nerdy.
Most of her vaccine research time has been in London at Imperial College.
When I moved to London, I was moving there really to work specifically on RNA vaccines, and actually a special type of RNA, which is called self-amplifying RNA, which is really just a fancy way of saying that once RNA gets into your cells, it's able to make copies of itself.
And her timing couldn't have been better. Turns out the RNA vaccines are key to combating COVID.
Do you sometimes just stop and think about the impact of your work?
The motivation for most of us is really being able to have a positive impact on human health, right? The science is interesting and, figuring out all this stuff is, really invigorating. Some people wait their whole career to have something that gets tested in a clinical trial. And that happened for me super early in my career. So I'm just super, grateful to have landed there and have that opportunity to be a part of the team.
An important part of the team profiled for her vaccine work in Vogue magazine.
Which was an interesting experience and, the esteemed scientific journal.
A doctor with an ability to relay vital information in a way millennials know better than most. And she's confident science is on the right path.
One of the questions I get a lot is, was this vaccine rushed? Because people see that it normally takes 5 to 10 years to develop a vaccine. And that's true. But, when else in history in our lifetimes have the scientists and clinicians and funders and regulators all been focused on a single disease all at the same time, right?
Have you been vaccinated?
I haven't. I'm waiting for the day. I'm 30, so I'm pretty low down on the priority list.
And until then, her message to the unvaccinated: wear a mask.
And her videos have become so popular. One of them has more than 16 million views. Now, as for the COVID vaccine that she's been working on, it's in clinical trials in the UK. And if all goes well, the first doses will be available in that part of the world, hopefully soon.